Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is Phrase Foliage. How are you doing? Thanks for clicking on this video and for tuning in again and for stopping by. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I am having an extremely awesome day because I finally get to film a video that I have been thinking about filming for months. I didn't expect this video to come as soon as it did because I was gifted a surprise early birthday present by my husband, which is this lovely IKEA cabinet that you see behind me, which you'll get a better look at as we continue on into the video. But yeah, today's video is going to be taking you guys through my plant collection, which majority either is within the cabinet behind me and or just in this general space. I do have a couple of plants hanging in my bedroom that I'll show you guys, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys my plant collection, and it is currently January 25th, so it is the end of January, so I guess we can kind of use this as a benchmark to kind of see all of the progress and growth that my plants have had, in addition to any new plants that I add to my collection, any plants that we experience casualties with. It'll be a good video just to have for, I guess, memory's sake. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please again make sure to like and comment something down below. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you do enjoy the content that I produce, and of course if you aren't already following me on Instagram, please be sure to follow me there at Phrase Foliage. It's the same handle I have here on YouTube, where you'll definitely see a lot more of this cabinet if you're interested. I do have a reel up there as well as just some posts, so yeah, go ahead and dig around. But with all that being said, let's get into my lovely plant collection, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys, especially because of this gorgeous cabinet. I mean, look at her. Okay, so here she is in all of her glory. Now, this is still a work in progress, but this is the space. You may recall that I did have a cheaper plastic, like Amazon greenhouse that kind of sat here in this exact same space. I do have a western facing window right here. So there is some really good afternoon lighting, but I do have some supplemental grow lights, which are a little bit of a work in progress, as I've stated. So we're just going to ignore the fact that they are laying on the glass, down as well as facing up. It's a whole ordeal. They weren't sticky. They wouldn't stick to the top. I'm getting Velcro. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna update that. But let's just get started with the tour. I'm actually going to run over the plants I have on the top shelves really fast, and then we will get into the meat and potatoes that I know you guys came here for, which is this gorgeous cabinet. Okay, so starting up on top right here, I do have a little wicker basket that does have a golden pothos as well as a stunning philodendron Brazil. So this guy just leans on this shelf, or just rests on this shelf. Like I mentioned, this little wicker basket just holds two different pots. So I have a little golden pothos in there and my Brazil, and this golden pothos is again all from cuttings from my mother plant, which I can show you guys later. But yeah, she lives up there, as well as a few little doodads for plants. But in addition to that, we do have a little bit burnt and sad looking pothos. Enjoy, I want to say. I think this actual pot has some pearl and jade as well as enjoy leaves. So yeah, I kind of classify it as both half the time. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. But she's just fighting over here. And then I do have my newer to the bunch lemon lime philodendron, who I'm still trying to figure out where they like being. But for the time being, they are on this top shelf. And yeah, I would love to just have a lot of trailing action happening from this top shelf. But on top of my cabinet, or to the side right here, I do have my gorgeous Scindapsus pictus exotica. So she just hangs here. She really likes this placement. But yeah, my top shelf, very, very pretty. These are plants that are kind of more common. I don't show off a lot. But starting off to the left, I do have my favorite guy that is actually kind of a sad story. I do have my little ZZ plant right here, and I do say little because he downsized a lot. This plant, if you recall, or if you have followed me on Instagram for a while, this plant was massive. I had him for over 3 years, and I somehow managed to overwater him, guys. I don't know how. It was in the mix of prepping for my wedding and getting ready to go on our honeymoon that I believe I had overwatered it somehow. But yeah, I came back and almost all of the like potato things that are attached to these stalks that produce all the roots, like all of them had rotted. So this is all I could salvage. So It's sad, but it happens. But next to him, we do have a philodendron imperial green is what I want to call it. I got this at a grocery store, so it didn't have an ID. It just said, you know, foliage, but I believe it is an imperial green. Let me know if I am incorrect. But she has some new growth. Love it. This leaf will not unfurl fully, which is driving me nuts. In the back, I do have a money tree. I do have a super sad Dracaena back here. I think it's the Dracaena marginata. My cats did get to this one plant specifically. I'm not sure if it's because like the leaves are super sweet or the foliage is super sweet, but yeah, my one kitty definitely liked this plant, so I'm rehabbing it at the moment. You can see it's a little bit underwatered, or it's just not too happy. I think it's kind of stressed, so that guy's back there. We're working on it. And in front, I have a gorgeous Raven ZZ. Ooh, there's a rainbow on my Raven ZZ. That's so cool. Yeah, this guy is also really cute. I don't know what's going on with it. These like newer leaves have been here for months and they haven't hardened off or gotten darker. So a little bit concerned as to what's going there, but you can see my cats have gotten to this as well. But yes, so now we have all of the plants away from the cats, which is ideal. And yes, I have a very fun disco ball, which shoots out all of these really fun, I guess, sparks of light everywhere. But that is the top part of my plant shelf, as well as some cat grass. Okay, so starting off with the top shelf, again, ignore the lighting. We are going to get this figured out this week. But starting from the left, I'm just going to point to everything and not move too much. But if you did watch my propagation video, which I will link in the cards, these are the propagations. There's one as well, so they are doing okay for the most part. So yeah, we just have some Micans props right here. We do have a Hoya Bella in the back. She is very small and very cute, but adorable. We have a single heart Hoya Carry, which more than likely will never do anything other than just be a single heart, but I still think it's cute. In front here, we have a cutting from what I believe is the Philodendron Imperial Green. Again, let me know if that is incorrect, but he is just sitting in there in some soil. We have my Hoya Crimson Queen, which I've also gotten some mixed reviews and feelings about personally and on Instagram, that this may actually be a Hoya Chelsea. So let me know what you think. It may be a variegated Hoya Chelsea. I was told it was a Crimson Queen, but again, very easy to mis-ID or identify a plant when it's not as mature. So yeah, just happy to have a Hoya, if I'm being honest. In the back, we have my Hoya Australis in the back. She's very fun and bouncy, again, on her chopstick. And then to the right, we do have my Hoya Abovada Splash as well on its chopstick, just chilling in the back. And in front here, we have my variegated string of hearts, which are in sphagnum. They previously were in soil. I actually took out all of the roots to do some inspecting because I was seeing that the ends, or like the final hearts on the ends of the vines, were dying off. So I did some investigating. It looked like the roots were just not getting enough water. So yeah, I put it in sphagnum so that they can kind of grow bigger, but that is the top shelf. And I have my little humidifier indicator. And ideally, these lights would be taped to the top of this shelf, which they will be Velcroed eventually. Okay, now moving down to the second shelf. I just love the way the plants look against the black background. I was really torn between the white and the black, and I'm really happy I got the black. But again, starting in the left, or on the left, I should say, we have my Syngonium. What I want to say is a white butterfly. I honestly don't know. Let me know, because all of the leaves look so different. This one's like almost bleached, I think, from the light, but we do have some that have really dark edges. So yeah, let me know what that species of Syngonium is. I do also have some props from it just right next to it. In front, we have the Mama Micans. So this is the Micans that I did clip in my propagations video, which you can see here is actually putting out a new leaf. So we are just going to let her do her thing. And yeah, that is the Micans. In the back, I do have a little English ivy. I love my English ivy. I started this whole pot from just cuttings. So yeah, she makes me really happy. She just grows really well. Here's my sad Chinese money plant, UFO plant, Pilea peperomioides, whatever you want to call it. It is so sad, but we are still trying to keep it happy. You may have seen this one in my repotting video, so yeah, I'll link that one above if you haven't seen that as well. And over here, I have to water this fern, but it is a bird's nest fern. Really cute. And then next to the bird's nest fern, we are going to ignore the basically dead begonia. I don't know what type of Rex begonia this was, but I wanted to try my hand at begonia, and obviously it didn't go well, so we are going to ignore her. But we do have a very beautiful black rabbit's foot fern, which you can see the little rabbit's feet down there. She's really pretty. I'm like obsessed with ferns, I think, but obviously they're a little bit more work to take care of, but yeah, I love them. I think they're stunning. But yes, this is the second shelf, and I'm just going to go right down to the third because there's not much down here. This is more so the shelf of just like plants I needed to put somewhere and or plants that I thought would be okay for the time being, not getting as much light. So starting from the left again, we do have some Monstera addisonii cuttings, which I worked on in a video as well, which I will link. This was the video where I was just doing a lot of plant chores. So yeah, there's that Monstera addisonii cutting. She is looking adorable. Actually, it's growing really well. Like this cutting was super sad. Like you can see all of the base leaves were yellowing. I think there was some type of just fungal damage within the soil or something was going on, but this plant is just bouncing back. And yeah, I'm just really happy to see like the beautiful fenestrations. Like, look at that. They're so cool. But yeah, not sure what type of Addisonii this is, other than it being, I believe, the narrow form, but correct me if I'm wrong. Again, another Addisonii cutting down here, but we have a small Dieffenbachia, which is currently working on a new leaf. We have a small pot of neon pothos, which, fun story, when I first got into houseplants, I bought a bunch of single node cuttings, thinking that they would just like explode into a massive plant in a few months. And that's the story with this guy. I've had, the original leaf is dead at this point, but I've had this guy for over 3 years and I've gotten 4 leaves. This is a slow grower, but I think it's really fun to just watch. And I do love the color of the leaves, but yeah, I do want to get a big neon pothos that I can just add this little clipping into to beef it up really. And then moving over here, I do have a pretty sad croton radioactive oil spill. I'm not sure how you want to identify it, but yeah, I just water it and keep it back there, along with the sad peperomia propagations. I'm not sure what happened. I planted them and they just declined. So I've been just, again, watering them a lot more because I know water propagations, you need to acclimate a lot more to soil. So I'm thinking that's the case, but yeah, these were just props. So if they die, they die. But I just thought it was funny. The plant was so happy and then just flopped right over, which I expect from something like a Fittonia, but no. This is my new Fittonia, super big. Hasn't lost any leaves yet. I'm not sure why there's a screw in here. Okay. But yeah, really pretty green Fittonia. I used to have a pink one, but the pink one just kept annoying me. So I figured let's try the green one. And then we do have some tried and true golden pothos props just sitting on the base shelf. And yeah, that is the base shelf of the cabinet. And those are all the plants that I have within my cabinet, as well as in this general section of my home. So actually, I forgot I have random plants behind me. So right next to my Netgear router, for some reason, I do have this snake plant variety. I'm not certain what's going on back here, so I have to look into that. But I did get this at IKEA. I think I've watered it a total of 2 times since getting it, like back in the middle of June. So I think she's doing fine. I think this is called mother's tongue, mother-in-law's tongue. But a really pretty Sansevieria, I believe. All right, so over here in this corner, I do have almost like a Monstera exclusive party going on. To the left, we have a beautiful Monstera deliciosa. She is very gorgeous. I haven't had much luck with Monstera in the past. I always buy them from Home Depot and they seem to be pretty in need of a rehab. I did have a new leaf come in, but it entirely rotted off. So yeah, we are just testing our luck with Monstera because I used to have another one. These are the remains. So I have 2 prop jars right here filled with the old Monstera that just did not want to live in my care. So we are trying just to revive the props, potentially pot those up and make a whole plant. I'm aware that she's a goner, but we just are keeping her there. And yeah, so this is the new Monstera. I did get this one maybe 2 months ago, so she's doing pretty well and was relatively healthy when I first got it. My first initial Monstera, this one was just riddled with pests, so it was a goner from the start. But over here, this is my mother Addisonii plant, which is pretty scraggly. Again, I bought this plant and it was just such a bad rehab project. It had so many mites and gnats that it was just, oh my god, a terrible mess. This is one of the last leaves, like actual like initial leaves that it had, and it looks like one fell off, so that's fun. But yeah, this is another plant that has driven me so crazy that I have just like chopped it and let it do what the heck it wants to do in like the mother plant form. But propagations I've been having a much better time with, so I honestly may just like fully chop this one back again because yeah, it's just not really enjoying life. And I'm not really enjoying it, if I'm being honest. Okay, and sorry for this being incredibly backlit, but I do have 3 hanging plants in my bedroom. I just hang them on the inner rod of the curtain hanger, I should say. But starting over here, I do just have a golden pothos, which is my holy grail. I love this guy. You can see that it is still pushing out new growth, and it is the dead of winter, as you can see snow on the tree outside. But yeah, just a nice golden pothos. She is loving life in the window. I have a Christmas cactus right here, which needs to get watered, as you can see. But yeah, she's been doing fine in here. I used to have it sitting in the western-facing window, what I showed you guys before, and it was just not loving life. So I think it's acclimating here a lot more. And this is my newest find, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous Hoya Crimson Princess, since she does have the variegation on the inside of her leaves, but she is absolutely stunning. She is technically still dirty from all of the gunk that was at the big box store. I did purchase this one from Home Depot, so I still need to wash this girl, but look at this huge leaf. I know it's backlit, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm just so in love with this plant. Definitely one that I am so happy I found at a big box store because she is so big and so healthy and so juicy. You can't go wrong. All right, guys, that is all I have for today's video. Willow is making a cameo and is here to tell everybody that if you did enjoy this video, to please like and comment something down below, as well as to not forget to subscribe. And what else is there, Willow? We want to remind everyone to follow on Instagram if you're not already. So that's Freeze Foliage if you haven't already heard. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this plant tour. I do want to make just some very more just low-key, easygoing, almost vlog style type videos for you. So let me know if this is something that you're interested in. Let me know if you would exclusively like to see me just do plant shopping videos. I definitely would love to hear what you guys have to say. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Say bye. You don't want to say bye? You say bye? Thank you. Okay. Bye.